Previously, the six of you will set out on a journey in pairs.
What?
A shocking twist gave Lance the right to decide the duos.
I'm gonna put you off, Jess.
After cashing in on his power,
I got another clue.
he executed the perfect blindside.
Who are those three pairs going to be?
Jess and Candy, Edna and Buck, Chris and myself.
You bastard.
As planned, Lance and Chris dominated the face-off. The men win! And they watched on as the unlikely pair, Buck and Edna, showed their strength.
Candy and Jess are going home.
And sent Candy and Jess packing, leaving only 4 to venture north to a breathtaking final battleground
I'm going after you, Lance.
for what is set to be an explosive fight to the finish.
After nearly 4 weeks of battling, we find ourselves at Kapowairua on the northern tip of Aotearoa. And having spent a night in the garlic clove of luxury, it's a slow start to the day for our top 4.
Maybe you're right, maybe I won't shower.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. I just changed my undies.
Are you an inside-out man, Lance, or more a front-to-back? What about you, Uncle Buck?
They want to lounge around and sit around until you guys turn up. And they're still in their bloody dressing gowns, and you know, I'm up. I've had a good wash, and I've actually brushed my teeth, and I've actually been to the wharipaku. These guys are still not dressed, you know.
But that doesn't mean you can't talk strategy in dirty undies.
We need to talk about these clues.
Do you want to share all this?
Don't have to, but if you want to, I'm open to talking about it.
Let's talk about that then.
Yeah.
Chris and Lance are talking clue sharing after making it to the final 4 together.
Lancey! All I want is me and you. Whoa. Let's have some fun.
He's literally obsessed with me.
But in their otherwise perfect bromance, one lie has persisted.
Wow, where's Richie's clue, bro?
If I had Richie's clue, I would say, you idiot. I don't have it.
Every time I've asked him, he's lied to my face.
And on that note, what's your clue tally, Lancey?
I've got
Sold
Yes.
to Lance!
Brinley and my clue. So you want to go with Jess? The one that I got from Edna.
Okay, I'll have to... You won't be able to read my writing.
Oh my gosh, Candy. Candy's one. Is this from Rich? Oh my God. And Richie's clue.
You tell me the truth. I waited so long. I knew the whole time.
Shut up!
I just love watching him lie.
Lance and Chris have finally aired their dirty laundry, but that might be a little harder for our second duo. Let's just say Edna and Buck's journey has been slightly rockier.
You get in my way, you'll be knocked over, girl.
That is so rude.
I don't give a shit.
But yesterday proved even the unlikeliest of pairs can find common ground. And their common ground? A winning attitude.
The good thing about Buck is, like, for some reason, him and I work really well together. Like, we look at things quite the same. You've got this, Buck. You've got this, Buck. Come on, Buck, you got this.
And so we just got to work our asses off together to try and get as far as we can. to beat those two who was over there.
And I think we work well together.
And just as well, because today's first tucky is crucial to win in the quest for the buried treasure. Nau mai haere mai ki kapo wairua, I te rohe o Ngāti Kuri. Welcome to Spirits Bay in the land of Ngāti Kuri. They've got a saying around these parts, tohe te tohe, whose love for the well-being of his daughter spurred him on to endure. And I feel like you guys are spurred on for the passion for your charities. So I think it's kind of fitting.
It's important to do something for yourself, but it's better to do something for something bigger than yourself, and that is to make money for Rainbow Youth. It is the thing I need just to get me through right now.
I want to know how the pairings are going.
I love it. It's cool.
It's good. I like being with Buck.
Yeah.
He's the ox and I'm the fox, so it's good.
She'll be my daughter. Needs a kick up the arse at times.
I bet you guys are wondering how today's going to play out.
Yes.
And just like every other day on Treasure Island, we're going to drip feed you that information. But what I can tell you is that we're going to kick things off with a tucky that has a lot at stake. The 10th and final clue to the treasure.
Given that Lance stole and threatened the final clue that I had off me, getting this clue and making sure it doesn't get into the hands of the other two is critical.
But how do you get your hands on this bad boy is the question. Well, here's how it's going to go. For this challenge, you're going to start in the river where two giant eels will be hidden. You must locate your eel and drag it up onto the sand. You must then untie the eel to reveal a pile of balls. You need to roll those balls up a track. The aim is to land the ball in the only hole which will put it down the chute and into your bucket. Once you have landed enough of those balls into your bucket, it will lower, releasing a key. That key unlocks a chest with tools to make a fire. You must build a fire underneath a second eel. The team who creates a fire to burn past their red line on their eel first will take home this challenge. I know you guys know that this is worth fighting for. The 10th and final clue to the treasure. So let's take a second to set up and then we will tear into this thing.
It's skill. You've got to be quite onto it with this one, in which I kind of have a moment where I'm going, I think we have a really good chance.
Chris, Lance, you ready? Yes, go! Edna, Buck, you ready? Yes! Tabitha, go! They are diving into this challenge, literally, out into the water, looking for those fake eels. Not very easily seen in this water. Lance has found something, pulling an eel out of the water now. Chris is bounding out of the water like a kangaroo. Buck and Edna struggling a little bit. Chris and Lance jiggling that eel like it's nobody's business. They've got their balls out now and they're working on that slide. Working hard to get it into that one hole which will drop it into their bucket. Buck and Edna, they are right in this game here. It is neck and neck. Chris and Lance have landed one. Oh, very close from Edna. The track, quite tedious, takes a lot of finesse. Edna lands her first one. Buck lands his first one. It looks like everyone is getting their eye in now. Edna and Buck working like a well-oiled machine. The boys working hard, both buckets teetering on the edge. Edna and Buck's bucket so close to dropping. The boys' bucket's dropped. They are out in front in this challenge. Lance, using his shirt to dry off his hands, now using those sandbags as a windbreak. Edna and Buck, one ball away here. Buck nails the ball. They can move on to the next stage, release the key. Lance and Chris with a slight lead here. Can they manage to control their fire well enough? Somehow I think Buck has a bit of experience making these fires, also using those sandbags as a windbreak. Chris and Lance have a small flame now. Can they baby that flame or will the wind take it? Edna and Buck look like they've been working together for a long time. Buck all over this challenge. Chris and Lance leaning over each other like they've got a newborn. The flame is up now. It is a real fire now. Really taking off now. So's Buck and Edna. They've got some smoke happening over here. The eel is on fire. This is going to be an absolute race to the finish. Buck and Edna have flame now. Can they get their eel to light? It's on fire now. Both teams neck and neck. Which flame is going to hit that red line first? The battle for the 10th and final clue to the treasure is underway, and it's a fiery one. Buck and Edna have flame now. Both teams neck and neck. Which flame is going to hit that red line first? Edna thinks she's got it, and she does! Edna and Buck win! Oh my God! Yes! My God, that was close!
Buck and Edna's fire apparently beats us, and I'm just like, how?
I'm furious. It was a split second, and we're dealing with like natural elements. It's like, oh.
I don't want to keep swearing because Buck's like saying I swear too much. It was just like, middle finger, you guys. We've done this, and you guys didn't expect that, did you?
Congratulations, Buck and Edna. How are you guys feeling?
Bloody awesome. Beat those two.
I mean, a split second, so who's to say, you know?
Hey, half a second is half a second. The guys miss out on the Olympic record through 100th of a second. So, get a life.
Well, you guys absolutely came through with the goods in the end. And as promised, a clue each. The same clue, but a clue each. Come and get them.
And then, you know, Edna and Buck go up and grab their last 10th clue, and they're like, yes! Oh.
It's time to head back to your kainga and get ready for the up-and-coming Tucky. We'll see you soon. Hooroo!
It was very disappointing to see how bad they are at losing. I was the one blindsided yesterday, not you. Yet you lose one face-off and you act like this. Get out of here.
Guys, that was so close.
It was very close.
Yeah, we still won.
We kicked your ass.
We still won.
No, mate, you didn't kick our ass.
We kicked your ass.
We still won.
Fair
A
and
split
square by half a
second, mate.
second.
By the time they got back here, they were smiling a bit more because we were taking a piss out of them.
Congrats on the almost win.
Oh, shut up.
Get over yourself. You've won everything up to now anyway, you know? Jeez.
They're sore losers.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
More like winner, winner, clue for dinner. The final clue, no less.
Oh yeah, we can't talk about that. Okay. Right, let's read this. Ready? A tool used daily to mark the shifts. Told others we were present in the fog and the mist. It has no place here, absent from the ship.
It's a lot of nautical terms, and I understand a lot of the old terms. And I said, try and think of it as an old pirate ship. You know, watch all those old ships that we used to see. What do they have on them, you know?
Wait a second. How old are you, Buck? How many pirate ships have you seen sailing around?
There's no place here absent from the ship, so it should be on the ship. It's the ship's bell. They ring bells to tell people they're there.
Oh, yes.
Basically gave her the answer, whether she understood it or not, it's another story.
With the final clue seemingly solved, the only way to get clues now is to trade. Or you can just straight up ask for one.
Eds?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I know what you're going to ask me. It's not happening.
What if I ask?
Oh, bastard.
That's karma. Tell us your clue.
Tell
Hold
us
on.
your clue.
I got stupid grin on my face.
You actually do have a bit there.
I've kind of gained 2 brothers on the show.
Chris,
Yeah.
can you ask Edna for me if she would like to share the clue with me?
Hey, Edna, I was just talking to Lance.
I'm not talking to Lance anymore.
Oh, hey, Lance.
Yeah.
Edna says she's not talking to you anymore.
Oh, okay, great.
And Buck, second dad.
Bucky, can I have one of your clues?
Lance is always trying to strike deals.
You're sad, Uncle. Buck is just over us. He doesn't want to talk to us or look at us anymore. Poor guy.
Oh, God.
Well, team, something tells me all 4 of you won't be hanging out for much longer.
This is what I'm talking about, baby. This looks crazy.
This is wild.
I know we've already done a team face-off. All that was given was a clue and nothing else. There's only so many hours in the day. This challenge is going to decide who stays and who's going up for elimination tonight.
Welcome to another Taki. You'll be playing as individuals, but the first pair to finish wins.
Ooh. Oh.
I want to talk to Edna and Buck because there was a big change of fortune for you guys this morning.
Hey, a win's a win, even though it was close. Totally kicked their asses. But yeah, I'm just really proud of Buck and I. Yeah.
Do you feel like that's given you guys a bit of a boost coming into this challenge?
Never in doubt. Winners all the way.
I love his mindset. It's great.
For us to stay in the game, we need to actually win this thing. Those other 2 might be playing off against each other.
Edna, how hungry are you today? And I'm not talking about the tucker.
I just really want to be a woman in the final. So I'm super hungry for this. Being the only woman, there is huge pressure. The last thing Jess said to me was she wanted me to win, a female to win, and take out these boys. And I'm sure there are more people out there that want a woman to win this. So I do feel a slight pressure on that.
Sounds like it's game on.
It's always game on. When has that been game off?
Well, I won't keep you waiting any longer. Let me run you through this Taki. You'll race out over a series of balance beams, collecting coloured balls, 1 at a time. And you'll place those 8 balls into your individual maze. Once you've collected all 8 balls, you'll manoeuvre those balls around the maze into 8 divots. The first pair to land all 8 balls into all 8 divots wins.
Sounds good to me.
So what's at stake?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Well, guys, win this challenge and you have a free ride straight into the final. What does that mean for the losing pair? Well, later today they will go head-to-head in an elimination battle of endurance. And it's gonna be a tough one.
We need to win this challenge because if we don't, I have to go up against Chris in elimination and I do not want to do that.
I want to be here. I don't want to have to do another challenge and put myself through all that preparation again. So we've got to win this one.
Looking at the challenge, it's quite a physical one. And I know that Buck isn't the fastest in terms of balance. He can balance, but he's not fast at it. And I know the other 2 are. So we're already at a disadvantage.
You guys ready? Timata! You guys ready? Timata!
Are you
This
kidding?
very important challenge is on. All contestants fetching pool balls while cruising over balance beams.
This is big. The first pair to win a free shot straight to the final.
That ground is lava to you. You fall off, you're going back to where you came from.
No, you gotta go back to the front.
You got to get those pool balls to your individual mazes and head on back.
Go, Chrissy, go.
Oh my God, that thing's so slippery.
Right, so that one's not good.
Buck and Edna going back with pool balls in their hand. whereas Lance and Chris delivering first time.
And Lance is back with his second ball. He is flying today.
Let's see if Lance can do it.
Lance saying those red poles aren't as slippery as all that. Buck now with one pull ball on his maze. Chris with two. Edna with one. So much on the line in this challenge. Buck and Lance, little bottleneck there on the road. Who's going to give way to who?
I mean, what a moment of unity between the two pairs.
Oh, stay. Yeah.
I think one of them's pregnant now.
Here comes Lance and Chris back with their third balls. Edna coming back with her second. Chris and Lance with three balls.
Oh, you bitch.
Edna's got to go back.
Edna having words with the obstacle course.
She's always good on the balance beam, but finding it tough today. What's going to happen here?
Come. No, come.
Go, Edna.
Oh, you're shit!
Oh, Edna gives way to Lance, who's coming back with his fourth ball. Here comes Chris and Buck. Lance has 4 balls, Chris has 4 balls, Buck and Edna with 2. Look at Lance, Savali, Cruz.
What?
Buck's just hanging on for grim death.
Come on.
Lance has got to go back. Maybe he is a little cocky.
Go.
Go. Buck and Edna, nice exchange in the middle. At this point, they have to be feeling the pressure.
Is that 3 for you, Edna?
Yeah.
Lance has 5, Chris has 4, he's coming back with his 5th. Here comes Buck.
With his third.
You got to remember, Buck Shelford is the oldest person ever to play this game, and he's looking good. Small victory there for Buck.
That was solid.
Has Edna found a better route? She's running now with her 4th ball. You are never out of this game.
And Edna knows it. Look at her go.
Chris and Lance just 1 ball to fetch. Buck has 5 balls to go. Edna has 2.
Where's my last one? Lance, no. Is that mine? Where?
Chris and Lance trying to find where those last balls are hidden. Edna's making up some ground. She has just 1 ball to fetch.
Even if you get all your balls first, it doesn't mean nothing if you can't put them in the hole. Good omen for life.
Here comes Edna back with her last ball. And look at Lance, he is on the maze, as is Chris. They're getting there about the same time, as is Edna. Who's going to get there first? Come on, Bucky. He's got some work to do, the big man. How are these balls going to go into their divots?
Hey.
Lance loses the ball out onto the deck. That could cost him. He's got to bend down and pick it up.
Yes!
Edna pockets her first ball. Everything on the line, and she is not giving up.
All I can hear is next to me, Edna. Every time she's getting a ball, she's like, yes!
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 She's convinced me that she's ahead of me.
Got 5!
So I'm like, oh crap, I have to speed up a little bit, you know?
Lance has just 3 balls to go. Oh, fuck!
And then I hear a massive like, boom! And then I look at Matty and he's like, oh!
Halt!
Is he all right? Halt! Should we stop? All right.
Buck is all right. He's good to go. What a man.
Oh my God, what has this guy done?
I know everybody was feeling a little bit sorry for me, and they went to stop the game, but I said, carry on, there's nothing wrong. Just got on with it.
Lance has just 1 ball to go. Chris looks like he's closing this out. Lance has finished that maze. Doesn't mean anything, depends where Chris gets.
Let's go, Chrissy.
Chris is done, and that is it. Lance and Chris are going on a treasure hunt.
We're going to the top 3, baby. Let's go. Someone's gonna find that treasure. Like, that's huge.
When the boys said I'm not surprised, there wasn't really much thoughts. I went more into my own pressure.
You're coming home. Look at me.
I'll see you later.
Richie, we've got so much, Richie, you'll take that. You're coming on.
You all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just in a moment away from the cameras. I know this is a game, but you can't help but, like,
Buck and Edna have just lost the face-off.
You all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
And in the aftermath of the challenge,
in a moment away from the cameras.
the harsh reality that one of them is going home tonight is sinking in for Edna.
You all right, Dolly?
No, I'm good. It's just like a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
How many balls did you have left?
No, it's not like this. It's more like the whole situation.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for my charity first and foremost, but it's become more than that. Over this month, like the challenges like I've faced and like what I've been through, and then being the only woman and like just really wanting to prove like to myself like I can do this, and giving courage to other women out there. I know you're saying it's a game, but it's hard for viewers to understand like
Yeah.
how hard this has been.
It's been a month, mate, of like caring every day for something.
You're not out yet, Edna. You've still got one
No,
more
I know.
crack at it.
That's not what's getting me. I just feel like it's like the pressure. It's like the only female here, and I'm trying to fight for like, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I really did want to win that, and I love Buck, but I knew the odds were stacked against us, and that's okay. And I just have to be ready for the elimination round, and I kind of knew that going in there. And I know I'm here for my charity, but I also feel like I'm here for more.
Yeah, of course you are.
Forget about the more, think about you. You got here by yourself.
Yeah.
So it's you and me in the last one. You just got to go hard, Jill. All right?
And I'm going to try to kick your ass.
Don't let this old man beat you, eh?
No, but it'd be like, it's quite an honour, like even facing you in the elimination, you know? You've been like the most surprising, I think, for most people, getting in there.
She's a winner. She's very, very dogmatic in her approach to doing things. And, you know, she's courageous.
So it will be like a great, you know, final, whatever the outcome is, it will be great.
That girl is strong. There is a wall there, and that wall's built for a reason. She's lived through some stuff, you know? I don't know, just to see that side of her, it's like, yeah, I'm kind of falling in love with Edna.
Chris, Lance, you probably don't need me to tell you, but you guys are going on a treasure hunt.
Oh
A
my
1
God.
in 3 shot at digging up that treasure and taking out the title.
I just never thought I'd make it to the final, and so I feel like I've hit gold already. It feels so good.
How about you, Lance?
Honestly, my first goal was just to not be the first person eliminated. And then just take it day by day, and now I'm here. I'm just like, yeah, I'm surprising myself at this point. We are stoked. Our plan worked, you know, we stuck together, we won it together, and we are so happy to go to the final together.
I take my hat off to them, you know, the boys, I salute you. You're actually pretty agile on these beams, and you've done a good job, tell you.
That's the first compliment he's given us. Thank you, Buck, I'll take it.
It's taken 26 days, but you've finally proven yourselves.
You see, my tea the other day was all
Edna's
right.
got all my clues now.
Buck and Edna, you will face off against each other this time in an elimination battle later today. Chris and Lance, rest up. Tomorrow is going to be massive. Everyone, back to your kāinga.
Kia ora.
Sure.
Hooroo.
Who bloody roo.
Now we have to face each other.
You play together and you end up against each other. They're going to be doing exactly the same tomorrow. You know?
Yeah.
Was one of us. Yeah, she's a worthy opponent. She's young, she's athletic, she's a go-getter, she's strong of mind.
But I hope that you and I both go in there tonight and put in like 100% from both sides, you know?
If you fall over, I'll pick you up. Yeah, right.
You better bring everything.
I'll be going as hard as I can. And if it's not good enough, it's not good enough. I'll be going home. You know, I don't know how many clues you've got, but to compete with those, you might need my ones as well. If you beat me this afternoon, you can have them. The reason I'm doing that is to give you a crack at them.
Thank you.
But you got to beat me first.
100%. And I'll give you my clues so they don't have more of an advantage than what they've already got.
True.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, deal? Deal.
And I don't go out on the deals.
Neither.
I live by them. Old school, shake of the hand, it's everything.
Yep.
Okay?
I meant my handshake with Buck. I respect him. He's getting my clues if I'm not going to be around. Isn't it funny, like, how far you and I have come?
I think in the last 2 or 3 days, I've seen a different side of you, and I still think you've got rough edges.
I know I've got rough edges.
I know that, but the thing is, the older you become, you'll smooth those edges out.
Do you know how many people have said that to me?
And it'll be great for you because you'll be a great business person. You're a good one probably now, but you'll become better and better.
No, you're 100% right, and I take that on board, so I appreciate the feedback.
She called that a compliment.
Buck's a great man. We've come a long way, him and I. And he says stuff that I already know, but I love, hearing feedback from people with experience. And I look forward to going into the arena with him. Come on, Buck.
With you, girl.
Let's go do this.
Edna, she's got her head down. She's feeling the pressure. Bucky. Good crack. She's in this weird headspace that I'm not used to seeing Edna in. It's a little bit of self-doubt mixed with pressure and emotion.
Guys, give it all, eh?
Oh, my.
I hope she can get it together and come back and, live to fight another day.
Shot Edna, shot Buck.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Sorry.
Sorry.
No? Is that too much?
Inappropriate.
All right.
It feels a little like we're cheating, because we don't have to do all the tasks. We don't have to do the endurance. But that is the thing about this adventure. It's like you can earn the right to skip a hard bit.
Shot, guys.
Be strong.
Be strong.
We did it! We made it! Come on! We did it! We got the last saver.
It's the moment that we needed. And for us to come so far together and make it to the final, we're just so stoked. This guy is a lifetime long friend. I already know that.
I'm like,
But I know there's gonna come that time where we just have to go against each other and it's all on. We get to go against each other tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we wanted.
I need to find a way that I can win against Lance in this competition now.
Oh my gosh.
It's not about working together anymore. It's about going out there on yourself and you winning. And I want to win for Rainbow Youth. So I need to find a way to get a one-up on him.
Timata!
Boom!
Going into the elimination right now is pretty tough. I haven't felt this tense and nervous throughout the whole game. I feel like I've got a lot to prove for not only for my charity, but for myself, but also for who I represent as being the only female. So I'm just going quite quiet.
We talked about it. I said, Edna, if I beat you, I beat you. This is the way it is. But if you win and I give up first, it'll be because I give up, And so the thing is, you'll win. Just leave it like that.
Yeah, I am nervous. I'm nervous facing somebody like Buck because I know how strong he is in the mind. I'm a little worried.
Welcome to the very last elimination battle. You guys have been on the longest journey, but it ends for one of you tonight. Buck, how are you feeling?
Awesome, Matty. It could be going home tonight or staying one more night. It's up to my performance, and I've got a tough competitor here, and she's going to keep me honest tonight, that's for sure.
Edna, how are you doing now?
A little nervous, more nervous than before, but I'm ready. Yeah, and I'm excited to be up against this guy.
Well, let's find out what you're facing. For today's battle, you'll be positioned up a large pole, and you'll stay there for as long as you can, holding on for dear life. If you fall, you miss out on the $100,000 prize for your charity and fall agonisingly short of making it to the final. The last person standing will join Chris and Lance in tomorrow's treasure hunt.
Like I've said over and over again, endurance is more a mental game than a physical game. So going up against the strongest mental player in the game, I would be stupid not to be nervous or somewhat second-guessing my position moving into tomorrow's final.
Buck, please remind me of your charity.
My charity is Kiwi Maya. It's to all those first responders. So when they spiral down, there's a place for them to go to. And it's a one-stop shop, psychologists, doctors, everything.
Fantastic. And Edna, your charity, please.
My charity is the Stroke Foundation. I lost my mother to a stroke at the age of 17 after a long battle. And I'm just bringing awareness around what to look out for when somebody has a stroke, how it affects them and also their families.
Okay, nice. Stick it in for your charities and for yourselves. You ready to go?
Yep.
You all good?
Okay, let's get up there.
You got a step ladder?
You're all right, Buck. I suggest if you go high, you have further to slip, so you can stay up there for longer. All right, this challenge is on. The businesswoman up against the former All Blacks captain. The 63-year-old versus the 31-year-old.
You know, you got to be pretty philosophical about it. A big person against a little guy will be pretty strong, but the whole thing is you got nothing really to hold on to. You're just clasping to a pole and, you know, like a praying mantis sticks to bloody grass.
Vying for a spot in the final three.
But it's a long, painful path to get there.
I have moments where I take the weight off my legs and I've got it in my arms and I kind of switch. But then I know that doing this, I'm not taking my mind away from the challenge. So I end up getting sort of just like in a position where I can bear and it's sort of like the weight is spread evenly across my body and then I kind of just like zone out.
Both contestants have their fingers and toes in those grooves.
That are inflicting a world of pain on their fingers and feet. If they aren't numb now, they will be.
My shoes, I couldn't even get, you know, probably 5 mil of that shoe holding onto the edge. And that's how hard it was just to try and get the shoe onto it.
This ain't easy.
No, it's not.
Buck says it's not.
I am holding onto that pole like a koala bear, but I ain't got claws like a koala bear to hold on to the bloody tree with.
Buck having a good old sweet look around. Edna, eyes closed. Maybe off to a happy place.
It's about getting comfortable and enduring what's going on, but take your mind away from it. Because I don't know how long we'll be up here for. It could be 5 minutes, it could be half an hour, it could be an hour.
You've been hanging in there for 2 minutes already and making it look easy.
You always know you're going to slip at some stage, and I started slipping in my legs first.
Buck's having a wee change. Hang in there, Buck. He's now wrapping his limbs around that pole.
And so I took my legs off those things because I couldn't really stay on them long enough all the time.
He knows the aim of the game, and that is to stay there as long as you can. These battles always lost or won in the mind.
Maddie says that Buck has changed his position. And that's when I open up my eyes to have a look at how else would you be doing this? It doesn't make sense to me. Then I can't close my eyes because I want to know whether or not this is going to end in the next 10 seconds or if I can see that what he's doing is actually working.
Buck with a cheeky wee smile on his face, trying to work out what it means. We've all seen just how strong these two competitors are.
It's been ages, eh?
Yeah, whatever the challenge would have been. Oh, bro, I don't.
What it would have been? Holding yourself up?
Maybe. Nerve-wracking, like we are so unsure. Like Buck could just walk up back to camp and be like, let's go, hey, I won. But, you know, I'm expecting Edna to come home, but at the same time, you never know. I feel like I can smell her. Or was that your hat?
No, I stole her deodorant.
Oh. But Buck has...
That could be Buck.
Yeah, Buck can also smash it too, so...
If he comes in, he's gonna, like, whack us over here with a stick.
Bucky, he's so unpredictable. You put him in the elimination arena and he just, like, smashes it. Like, he eliminated Richie. You can't forget that. I know Edna's got it in her, so if she gets in the zone, I feel like it's over. I do, honestly, I do feel like Edna's about to smash it, though.
Same. I'm waiting for her to run up here with her big loud voice and be like,
I'm back!
yes!
Are you happy? We're back! I won.
Buck going for a wee change around. He's struggling. Is he falling? He is falling. Buck is gone. Edna is still in the game.
Way to go, girl.
No, I hug.
All the best. All the best. Good on you.
You'd think when Buck dropped that I would be over the moon. But I didn't get that feeling. I kind of just got like this, yeah, it was a moment of relief, but I was sad. It's not as satisfactory as what it usually is it? Buck and I walked a pretty interesting journey together, him and I, our relationship. And I just become to really love Buck.
Wayne Buck Shelford, the man, the legend, the oldest person ever to play this game, and you made it to the top 4. Carried so much respect and mana. Took out some big players in this game and taught these young whippersnappers a thing or two. You've done a lot of things in your life. How do you rate the whole experience?
Awesome, yeah, great experience. I'd do it again too, if I was given the opportunity.
Would you really?
But oldies only, you know?
All stars.
Buck, I'm sad to say your time on Celebrity Treasure Island is over. Say your goodbyes, at least to Edna and I, and head on out.
Well done.
Bye, dog.
Good luck, good morning.
Thank you for everything. You've been awesome.
See you, love. It's just a game. And I lost that game. I'm not getting emotional about it, you know? It's just not me. I suppose I was really emotional one day I was. After a game of rugby was when we won the World Cup.
What do you think your wife's going to say when she sees you?
Come in here, young man.
Edna, go and get some rest. Good luck.
Hooray.
Hooroo.
So saying goodbye to Buck was, I don't know, it was a moment of sadness. I didn't feel that initial happiness until walking away. I'm in the final 3. I get to compete and potentially take this out. Like, that's wild.
So this is for Edna. Give that to her.
Wait, why is it writing on it? Oh my God, there's more than just one clue here. There's 3 clues on one. How did he do it? Oh my God. Buck, you are a bloody legend, aren't you? It's quite refreshing having somebody keep their word. And I feel like part of me now also wants to do this for Buck. So Cheers, Buck. I'm gonna try and do this for you as well. I really appreciate it because I'm gonna need everything to beat these two bastards.